is that we have a ghost named Charlie. Charlie was actually brought over from the original Augusta County Public Libraries, which is one of the barracks in the Woodrow Wilson Rehabilitation Center. So back when our 5,000 books, because that was all that was in the collection, when it was back over there, we were starting to move into this new building, which happened in the 70s, as you can see in some of those clippings and stuff. They took a little box and they put it out and they said, okay, Charlie, if you want to come move, you can move over here. People who have worked at the library a really long time say that he did. He hopped in the box and then came over here. There's quite a few different stories that we have in the library, and we'll kind of tell them, I think, at the different areas that we go to. I can kind of mention, I've definitely felt watched in the basement, and I'll kind of go into more detail around that. There's a lot of nooks and crannies, a lot of the original stone and bedrock that was built in is kind of exposed down there. There's a lot of coal chutes, stuff that they found when they were doing the complete renovation. We also hear a lot of noises in nonfiction, and the other day one of the librarians was over in the reference desk, the help desk that we'll talk about, and this is one of the nights that we're now open until 8 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So she was sitting over there, there's no one here. It's 7:30 or something, and she hears the basement doors open, and she goes who's going into the basement, because we have signage that says don't go in here. And it's a very distinct sound. You guys will hear it. It's not a quiet sound when those doors open. So she got up and she went down and she was like, hello. Didn't hear anything. She went and looked at the cameras and didn't see anything. So there wasn't even the door opening, but it was the distinct sound that she heard, and nothing was there. So and this was a couple days ago, so it's always kind of a weird feeling in here in different times. So I think in our last investigation with Black Raven Paranormal, we did get actual EVPs of answering a question. I think one of the questions was did you go to school here? And actually answers yes. It points out one of the librarians that were here. So, but yeah, do you want to talk a little bit more?
Sure, yeah. My name is Marty Seibel. I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been doing this for 22 years now. I also run the ghost tours in Stanton. Have you all done any of our ghost tours?
No, but now I'm curious.
Oh, absolutely. You got to come. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
We have all kind of tours going on this month. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All kind to enjoy. But no, I've been a paranormal investigator for 22 years and just simply started as a hobby. A lot of things you see on television. I was like, that'd be so cool to go there and do that. And so I've been lucky. I've been all over the place. I also have a group in Stanton called Black Raven Paranormal. The group's been together about since 2005, and we've done investigations here locally in town, in Stanton, the Clock Tower, the American Hotel. We've been down here and done some things. We've also traveled extensively. We've done the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast up in Fall River, Massachusetts, the Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana, and we did go out to Tombstone, Arizona a few years ago and investigate the Birdcage Theater. So we did do a lot. Some of the things we're going to do tonight is actually we're going to introduce you to some audio. We're going to do some audio EVP work. If you're not familiar with EVP, it stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon. Our definition is if you take a recorder and ask a set of questions and you get a response back on your recording you not normally hear, we believe those to be voices of the deceased. But we're also going to work with are you all familiar with something called the Spirit Box? You heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting tool. You're going to get a big dose of that tonight. It's basically a portable radio that's been hacked, and what it does is you scan through the AM or FM band just right along. And the thought process is that spirits they can manipulate the static, any radio blurbs that come across and form words and sentences. Now, we may do a session tonight. You may not hear anything come across at all. That's the way it works. I can't guarantee anything it will, but then again, when it does, it's special.
Yep.
It's special.
Definitely worth it.
It's something for you to remember. Do you have any questions before we start?
Is this in the library?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah. So that is.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yep. This is when it was first constructed. So we think this is around 1908, early 1900s, probably pre-1910.
That's a cool way to look at.
We have different theories of why somebody might choose to stay around after they've passed. One of those being just an attachment to a location or an individual, not wanting to leave that. There's in situations where they're outright killed and not even realize they're dead, such as a battlefield, or even walking down the street and getting hit by a truck or something. Just bam, you're here one minute, you're gone the next. You just continue and then they're going to continue as they normally would. The other thing, and the last theory sometimes that we throw out there too, is when you're in the afterlife, is maybe a fear of judgment. Judgment Day would hold you back too as well. So those are just some of the theories or whatnot. And so as we go through, and when we fire up the box and we're running it, and you want to ask questions, I'm going to record it over here as well. Don't be shy to ask anything you want to ask. The only thing I ask is, like, when we do ask questions, that you allow just about a 20-second pause in between, enough time maybe for something to respond so we can hear it possibly. And the other thing is just be respectful. We're very respectful of what we do. We don't like to provoke or anything like that.
I'd actually be down here and I'd be talking out loud because it felt so weird to me. And I'd just kind of be like, I'm just doing this, that, and the other. Don't mind me. We're just, oh God.
That's better.
Yeah.
Everybody hear that? That's a spirit box here. And if you...
Is there anyone that went to school here that's still here? Did you used to work here? Were you brought here from somewhere else? Is your name actually Charlie?
How old are you, Charlie?
Do you watch us from this back room? Look, that she remembered putting it on the shelf, right? She walked away from the area and then she heard and came back through, and it was exactly like that. You could see the hole in the shelf where it had fallen off. So I've not had anything like that here. I've just had like weird feelings, but that was the most.
I would be.
Yeah.
May we come back again? May we do this again with you? Something got across. It was a male voice. Yeah.
Do you like us being here?
Again. Hey, we want to thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.